say that. Now, just very quickly, we're almost back on time, and the BCA presentation will start shortly. Thanks for your patience, Jennifer and the team. Another really important part of the framework out here has been the Northern Territory Government. And the next speaker to wrap this session is the Regional Executive Director of the Department of the Chief Minister, who I think was located from Canberra to Nhulunbuy, and has gone from strength to strength, and he's a huge part of making all this happen. It's kind of what it's about, all the arms starting to work together. Jim Rogers.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and I promise, Sean, I will cut it short. I don't have an MOU to sign. I don't have any joint ventures today, and I'm not the Commonwealth Government. So I was just going to give you a brief wrap and hopefully a call to action at the end of this. I've lived and worked in this region now for around 6 years, and it is a privilege to work here with my family, and I hope I'll spend many more years here supporting this region going from strength to strength. So I'll cut to the chase. What are our challenges? We're 600 kilometres on a dirt road to the nearest sealed road. We have a population of around 14,000, and 5,000 of those people need work, gainful work, into the future. But we're not in a difficult situation because we have some of the most incredible assets in the region and in the top end. So the challenges are big, but we have the right partners to make it happen. But the jobs have got to come from somewhere. Economic growth must drive us away from government dependency. In contrast to other parts of Australia, many of our communities were established as mission towns, and we are often working retrospectively with Yolngu to create an economic base from which jobs will come. Due to their size, most of our remote communities and homelands don't necessarily operate independently, even counting government transfers and programs. Now, so it's for this reason that we're very focused on industry development in the region at various scales. Sustainable growth can only be achieved by governments working together with the private sector, our traditional owners and our communities. But we're well positioned to rise to this challenge with some significant comparative advantages against regional areas across the top end. As you can see from this fantastic event, the region boasts some of the most spectacular natural and cultural resources. East Arnhem has long been entrepreneurial, with historic trade links between Yolngu and Macassar still evident today. Over the past 50 years, the region has also deservedly earned recognition for producing strong and influential leaders on the national policy stage. More recently, the region has built an external reputation for innovation and resilience. In many ways, the curtailment of the Gove alumina refinery in 2014 gave us the burning platform to attract even more attention to the region's potential and drive new effort to diversify the economy. Regional leaders, Yolngu and Ballina, business, government and not-for-profits were challenged through that process, but there is no doubt that the region has come together in a new way to promote itself as being open for business for the benefit of the entire regional population. The assets in place on the Gove Peninsula and Gringrood Island give us a strong base to build on. We have a well-equipped deep water port, very capable airports, high-quality education and social services, including a tertiary hospital and modern commercial real estate. The role of Nhulunbuy as a regional hub remains strong and continues to grow. We have seen a number of new families move to town over the past 2 years, and our population estimates, again, are growing north, although this will be confirmed by the upcoming census. The efforts of developing East Arnhem Limited, a company based in Nhulunbuy, have a lot to do with this positive trend. And on another positive note, the demographic mix of Nhulunbuy is changing, and we are seeing more Yolngu workers and their families in town, making the community more reflective of the wider region. So going forward, what are the opportunities? In terms of the specific industry priorities, alongside the known cultural exports of the arts space, the tourism sector is growing in response to an increased awareness, both nationally and internationally. We've had several new tour operators into the region this year, and our homegrown product is improving in quality and breadth. We have good short to medium prospects in fisheries and aquaculture, and there's been significant government investment in upskilling Yolngu in this field in preparation for emerging job opportunities. Of course, this builds on the incredible work already underway in the natural resource management fields by groups like the Yarralka and Dimaroo Ranges. With the Macarthur Basin well in our regional boundary, there are clear opportunities for further resource exploration in areas agreed by landowners and industry. Forestry and agribusiness are other areas where there's strong interest from traditional owners in Arnhem land. The new government-funded services coming to the region this year and next include our regional boarding facility, new trade training centres, new aged care centres and the National Disability Insurance Scheme. And collective effort is being put towards addressing the historical high costs of doing business in the region and overcoming relative isolation. We are working towards boosting intra-regional supply networks, and a story that Gumach tell today about their timber and block making are just a perfect example of this. We are also pursuing new investment in economic infrastructure and transport networks, and we are seeing more joint ventures than ever before between Indigenous and non-Indigenous business. Many of these partnerships have been successful in obtaining new business through government and private sector tenders. With partners like Alpa and MeWatch Employment Participation, we are also supporting new flexible training programs that directly link industry need to real job outcomes. And all of this is critical to socio-economic outcomes for Yolngu in the region. So I want to leave you with a call to action. Many of you from the East Coast, many of you from outside the region. We need you. The region needs you. We need your expertise, we need your investment, and we need your partnerships. We need you to work together with Yolngu in the region to grow jobs. Without it, there is no sustainability. Welfare dependency will be left with us forever. And that's not the way this region is going, and it's not the way the Yolngu leaders in this region want it to go. So it's a privilege to work here. And I thank the Yothu Yindi Foundation for the opportunity to speak today, and look forward to be working with you for many years to come.